What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So in this video I want to check out Night Story, which is a game coming out from Biscuit Studio, which made EOS Night's game. And yeah, so let's check it out. It's a blockchain-based game that wants to be a blockchain-based game. So it seems like they're moving away from EOS a little bit and moving more to use Tron blockchain and Ethereum blockchain. And then maybe they're going to use some more blockchains in the future for this game. The interesting part here and why I'm doing this video is because I checked out this game pretty fast and I was very, very impressed by it. So let's start it up here. So as you see the Biscuit logo there. Night Story here. Very, very amazing animations. I mean, this looks amazing. So now loading. The first thing you detect about this game is it's really amazing how fast load times it has. So it's already in the Play Store. I've turned down the volume here just to go over the game itself. So if you, okay, let's talk a little bit background story first here. So the first cool blockchain-based game that I found, it was EOS Nights, and yeah, I think it launched around what can it be, like November 2018 or something like that. I think it was in late 2018 EOS Nights came out, and it was a really cool game. I mean, I could see that the game theory and everything, it was really, really cool. But they were missing a few things in that game that sort of made it so right now it doesn't really have anyone playing the game, which is kind of sad, right, in many ways. But now they're making this kind of game over here. And so yeah, so I saw last year kind of how EOS Nights, it felt a little bit stagnant there mid 2019, and then EOS Dynasty came out that really were seeking to innovate on EOS Nights and make a better system. And the way they saw that was they made their own internal token and made so you get the daily EOS dividends. And right now it's going really well for EOS Dynasty. It's still doing well. They're still innovating. They have multiplayer mode. They have a lot of stuff that they have implemented that makes it keeps being an engaging game. So EOS Dynasty, huge success. EOS Nights, that team went. So EOS Dynasty is an Asian team. EOS Nights, it seems like that game sort of is not growing anymore now, and it seems like the Biscuit team that they're now fully focusing on making this Night Story, where they're trying to learn from their past game, EOS Nights, and trying to make a game that is more inclusive, that is easier for everyone to easily jump into. So one interesting thing about Night Story here is you can instantly play the game, like you can instantly go and download it from the Play Store, and you can just sign in with an email, which is way more smooth, and you can instantly be inside the game. It's free to start to play, which is kind of cool, right? And then when I went over the kind of like the menus of this game, I mean, it's really, really good. Like it's really, really interesting. So let's take a quick little look at it here. So okay, drag to unlock. Okay, so you can see I have 3 kind of nights here. I didn't have to pay anything for them because they're fairly easy to unlock. So I enjoy how the game is kind of a free to play game, which is kind of cool. So you can see the restart here. You can, if you play the EOS Nights and EOS Dynasty, you know that this is like how it works. Every stage is like you have to kill 10 of these monsters and then you move up. So same here, you have your materials, you have your items, you have your knights, you have your archer, mage, and knight. Yeah. One thing I like extremely much here with this game is they made it super easy to level up. So for example, you can just click an item here and you can see very, very fast if you have a new upgrade that you instantly can use. So I just click here and I can see that I can make this, and it just goes and look what kind of items I have. And then I can instantly just craft it super easy. And this is something that I love, like how they really are speeding up the kind of like the crafting process. I mean, that is so amazing. I'm going to go back here. So yeah, you have your materials and everything here. It's pretty straightforward, used as with EOS Knights. And up here in the corners, I'm gonna put it down here just because I have such a big phone. Oh, wait a sec, I need to drag this one down, I think. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Yeah, so you still have your magic beans and like magic water. But it works a little bit different. I'm not sure if I like, at the moment, like the game theory behind it, because it seems a little bit complex at the moment, or it seems a little bit strange. They've kind of, right now, they don't have a market, which is kind of weird, so people can't really sell their items. Yeah, that's kind of strange. But here I love it. They have like different worlds and they have like cool animations for it. So here you can sort of level up and you have missions, you have the story, you have materials, you have items and pets. Yeah, same pets or same kind of similar pet feature as you kind of had in EOS Knights. But it just seems like they have so much more engaging stuff in this one. And also here that you have a world like this. It will be open when user level reached 9. So you'll be able to have your own sort of world here, it seems. And then you will be able to walk around in that. So it's kind of cool how they really are learning. Like you can also go with night mode. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. I did not expect them to innovate that fast. So the first EOS Knights came around a year ago, and already here they almost have like a fully fledged, interesting sort of game. And how they're going to connect with blockchain is eventually you have something called My Key here. And I'm not sure if I like this because it's like you can make items to my KI, my Knights item that you completely own. They're stored on your Ethereum account. One thing I don't like here is if you want to do this, you basically have to pay for it, which is kind of strange. So you have to use the Google Play Store here to use dollars to sort of pay for this, which I don't really know. That's kind of strange for me. Like, I know that like they are giving you the Knights for free, so maybe this is not that bad. But I think that the blockchain-based integration can be much better than this, because yeah, it seems a little bit weird that you have to pay for every item that you want to make a blockchain-based item, but it's so early here, so I think that in the future they can definitely improve on that. I love the menu here with the pet tickets and the advanced tickets. It looks really great. I mean, compared to EOS Knights, I'm really happy that they are making a game that seem way more engaging. I still like EOS Dynasty more just because they have their own token and daily dividends. And I think that is the magic thing that they have to do here with Night Story. Like if they can implement so you get daily dividends, I think that that's going to be way better. And if they have an internal token so you have ownership in kind of like the game, I think that that is one of the main thing that they really should be doing, because EOS Dynasty, why it's dominating so much right now is because they really did a real blockchain based game. So this game, for example, when you're tapping on things and like I like how it's fast because it's not using blockchain all the time. For example, when I restart this game over here, it's not using a transaction on the blockchain to verify that. If you do that in EOS Dynasty, it's going to use Token Pocket and it's going to verify that on the blockchain every action you do. And I don't think it's such a big hassle to do that with EOS Dynasty, and that is a fully fledged blockchain based game. Here it seems like they really have the game mechanics down a lot, almost, and they have more like visually engaging graphics almost, more than EOS Dynasty, even though EOS Dynasty is also pretty good. But it seems like they're lacking a little bit in the game theory behind the monetize aspect. So if you want to buy Magic Water, you have to use $1 in your Google Play account, which is moving out from blockchain. You can buy also Magic Water, but that's also using dollars. And also that it seems like they at the moment haven't focused on the internal exchange market. So if you can fix these things, like these small little things, fix so you can exchange stuff inside a game and only using internal tokens. So for example, I think it works great with EOS on EOS Dynasty when you're buying and selling stuff for EOS. That's really amazing. I think that this game definitely should have that, and I think that they may be working on that perhaps. It's a little bit strange maybe at the moment. Like, I'm not so impressed with this, like, oh yeah, you can convert some items and store them on your Ethereum account. I like Ethereum, but it seems like it would be better to sort of store it maybe on EOS or maybe on Tron in the future. I'm not really sure, but like, I'm not up to speed what is going on with that thing, that blockchain-based integration and the token sides. But what I was most impressed here was it's a really smooth game. Like, it really is an upgrade from, I would say, EOS Knights. And it really seems like they've taken a lot more work to work on the mechanics, which is something that I love. Like, I like to see that. You can also see that they have a built-in chat here, which I like as well, that they have focused a lot on that. So yeah, I mean, quick video, you check it out pretty fast. You can find this game in the Google Play Store. And I mean, it's kind of cool because it kind of feels a little bit, you know, like Clash of Clans and so on. So yeah, I mean, blockchain-based games in the future, everything's going to be integrated and awesome, and it's kind of cool to see how it's moving forward. Yeah, have a great day, DTube and Steam Blockchain.